Have you ever seen something like this on your charts? If yes, this is the time to grab an opportunity which can really make you easy money. Watch how. We have something we call a gap in the market. This is actually a very, very wide gap. There is such things that you'll see in the market, and guys, you see free money. But basically what you're supposed to ask yourself, have I seen enough confirmation for me to execute my trades? Because we all know when we see a gap like this, most of the times we will see price coming back to fill this gap. Why do market go back to fill that gap? Before we even continue, you're supposed to know a gap is a capital market term which is used to describe discontinuation in a price chart. Discontinuation is basically whereby you can see price at this given point, there is no activity that basically took place. So that is what you're supposed to know anytime that you want to really understand the forex market. Okay, and so guys, a gap is formed when closing price of the previous day and the opening price of the next day have different price levels. So those are the reason why maybe sometimes we can find a gap. And that's what guys you're supposed to know. A gap is caused because of the change in market fundamentals when the market closes. And therefore guys, as well, a gap can be formed, or rather it can be a result of low liquidity in the market and a high trading volume of the stock. So gaps are common occurrences, but all of them do not have equal significance. That you're supposed to know. But the strategy really shows us, guys, there is no activity that basically took place, and that's why you can see there is a gap in between here. So guys, how do you trade this kind of a gap? What are you supposed to pay attention to for you to execute your trades? What you're supposed to know, guys, number one, these gaps over here, they can be filled, and number two, they cannot be filled, right? And therefore guys, again, you're supposed to know it can be filled but not immediately, you understand? And number two, it can be filled immediately. That is what many traders don't really know. You can find many traders, like for instance, if they find rejections like this over here, they will think of executing their buy order immediately. And therefore, simply because this is forex trading, anything is expected, you will see the price reversing, and therefore you will find yourself really losing money with the expectation that you're going to make pretty good amount of money. All you really need right now, guys, is something you call confirmation. And therefore guys, because this is happening right on live market, we're going to pay attention on what is basically happening so that we can really know whether we are going to execute our buy order, or rather we are going to wait a bit longer to have proper confirmation so that we can fill this gap. It's actually an opportunity for you to make money. This is 1 hour time frame, guys. You can really imagine the movement that can basically happen right here. If it happens, we can make over 300 pips right about now. Okay, and so guys, what you're supposed to do right about now is paying attention on basically on the live candlestick pattern, seeing the information that is really giving us. So I'm trying to imagine maybe we will have a creation of support level, or rather we're going to have a key level right at this given point. But I've told you it can be filled but not immediately, but it can be filled immediately. So we're going to see right about now. And so guys, comment down below and let me know whether you can actually buy immediately or wait longer. Okay, and therefore you can see buyers are really trying to take over. And I've told you guys, now this has really become a level that we can basically watch the market from. It's kind of forming a key level, but basically we really have to wait and see what is going to happen. And with this kind of confirmation, guys, let's see what is going to happen. And therefore guys, because we have several touches right here, I'm going to highlight this level with me right here so that we know really where the market is basically heading to. And so guys, I'm going to really be careful at this given point right here. Yes, and I can see there is probability that this market is gonna buy. And therefore guys, what you're going to do again is highlighting this level right here. There is several rejections, so this is the level that is going to guide us whether price will basically buy, or rather when it's going to break to the downside. So what I'm going to do right about now, if price happens to break above the level that I've highlighted, candlestick closing above, guys, I'm going to really execute my buy order. But if at any given point the candlestick pattern that are going to form next, they happen to break below this, and as well they happen to break below this candlestick closing below, I'm going to execute my sell order. So guys, what you're supposed to know about forex trading is all about patience. It's all about waiting to see what is going to happen next. That is basically what is going to save us. If we actually ignore, rather if we happen to really not be cautious when you're making trading decision, or rather your entry level, you're going to really lose money. And therefore, guys, I don't know whether my prediction is right, but basically we have not confirmed yet. That is what you're supposed to know. And so let's wait and see what is going to happen. This took longer, but I'm trying to really break this video down so that you guys can really see what is basically happening. We are having several rejection from higher prices. Therefore, sellers are trying to reject buyers, creating several highs right there. And so, guys, we're waiting to see where this candlestick pattern will basically take us. Therefore, it has happened. Almost filling the gap. The live candlestick pattern is still reacting. After this retest, after this movement over here, guys, be confident to execute your buy order. After this red candlestick pattern really shows us the direction, that will really guarantee us the price, or rather the market is gonna fill the gap. So guys, we're going to highlight the end of this gap right here, simply because it is going to work as our target point. I'm going to highlight the low right there. So that is our target point. But basically, if price happens to break above it, we are going to continue executing our buy order. So this is actually what you're going to pay attention to. And so guys, let's see what is going to happen right about now. And so guys, it is happening. Let's see what is going to happen. And therefore, you can see buyers are trying to push to the upside. And you can see price is really reacting to the level that we have drawn right about now. You can see if you were to exit, you could have exited right here. But let's wait and see what is going to happen, simply because the level, rather, the gap has already been filled already. But therefore, price is trying to push to the upside. You can see price really reacts to this top line over here, simply because it is the end of what we really expected to see, and therefore it is proceeding to the upside. Okay, so guys, that is how you basically execute your trades. This is how, guys, you basically trade your gaps. And I've told you they can be filled immediately, and some can take a bit longer. In this case, guys, we have seen price has really filled this gap immediately. We have not really waited for long, but basically there is instances where there can be significant movements to the downside. So what you really have to do is basically understanding the levels that you're supposed to watch the market from.